Labour ditched its flagship £28 billion green policy that was supposed to help us reach the controversial net zero target. But it's under a Tory government that farmers are receiving grant money to not farm their land. Our East Midlands reporter, Will Hollis, has this report.
Green ambitions, not just a labour of love for politicians. Robert's family has been farming wheat and barley from Branston near Lincoln for 4 generations. He says net zero is one of the biggest challenges in his lifetime working the land.
I think it's very important that we do move towards net zero. I can't think how I personally will become a zero carbon farmer because I still use fertiliser, I still use diesel in my tractors.
The basic payment scheme is ending. Simply farming alone won't be as profitable. The government says it's building a rural economy based on sustainability by encouraging wildlife and reducing chemicals.
On this side it's ploughed ready for a crop of peas that we'll grow this springtime, and then on this side we have an area that's left next to the woodland which will be in the sustainable farming incentive, for which I will receive a small payment.
Some farmers worry that freeing up land to reduce carbon will mean more imports from abroad. A spokesperson from the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs said, "We've committed to maintaining the £2.4 billion annual farming budget, which will support farmers to produce food profitably and sustainably." In the week that global temperatures passed the 1.5 degrees target for the first time, in Lincolnshire, the snow is settling.
Straight towards the electric smiles.
At the county's annual farming conference, the focus is on the future and carbon. Agriculture produces 10% of the country's carbon footprint. The government is aiming for net zero by 2050, and farming will play a big part in its success or failure. Kelly Hewson-Fisher is chair of the conference.
We need to think very differently about what the future looks like to be able to really integrate the opportunities that we're being provided with.
Michael, a farmer in Shropshire and director of the Green Farm Collective, is making sustainability work, but says it's a challenge.
We can grow high quality food in significant volumes alongside helping nature recovery.
Feeding the nation is no small task. Meanwhile, the green goal becomes even bigger. Will Hollis, GB News in Lincoln.